them wanting to be there or not, but wouldn't it be way better for you to be able to, have it as a pet rather than it just destroying downtown?
Essentially, they're just little Pokemon.
Oh my goodness!
It is
no,
a very
I'm not gonna be able to see that now, man. You got to catch them all. Apex is ahead of the game, man.
Yeah.
Team Rocket. Hear ye, and welcome to the Royal Geek Podcast. I'm your host tonight, Justin Sandoval, a.k.a. Sandy, and I'm joined, as always, with Anthony Amato, who we like to call Shamato, and our boy, Jordan Mosley, who we now dub the Landlord. So, thank you so much for tuning in to the Royal Geek Podcast. We really appreciate you taking the time to listen. So go ahead and please give us a like, follow, subscribe, shout out, all that kind of good stuff. Getting the business out of the way early on. Fellas, how's it going?
Man, doing well. Just starting off this nice weekend that we got going ahead. We got some cool stuff on the horizon, and just got a couple of good shows out right now that we're about to get into.
Yeah, too many shows. We're doing a double. So yeah. What about you, Jordan?
I'm good, man. I'm ready for the weekend. I'm excited. It'll be the first year I missed Toylanta. Remember?
Oh, yeah, that's going on, man. Dang. Cool.
Yeah, and I've got two brothers that are moving, so that kind of trumps Toylanta.
Nah, your brothers, you need to just cut them out, man.
Yeah.
Completely.
It'd been a lot better on my back.
Oh, yeah. Your back is done for now.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Toylanta, you will be missed. I remember you sent me some really cool vintage pictures. It's a shame.
It's great stuff.
Yeah. So we are here to talk about Monarch Season 2. We didn't release an episode last week. We had a lot going on. Definitely a lot going on because we had a major Project Hail Mary, and we had our Trial by Tomatoes breakdown of how everyone did on Project Hail Mary. So definitely check that out. Trial by Tomato leaderboard. It'll be on our Instagram. Go ahead and check it out at Royal Geek Pod. We will get updated leaderboard because next week we have our next installment of Trial by Tomato. Super Mario Galaxy comes out for its quote-unquote Easter release weekend. They have an extended release period. It's coming out on the 1st, which is a Wednesday, and it's going to have an extra days to smash that box office. So you want to definitely pay attention to see how we're doing in the leaderboards. I think this movie's going to swing us because the line is low, and so
very low.
So if you took the under, thinking that it's just going to do worse than the first movie, it's a tough because the over being anything over a 60 is going to get you some points. So
I love the first movie.
Yeah, I did
it's still
I did too.
59.
We'll see.
This I think this is where we'll start dividing a good bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
This will separate the men from the boys.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So anyway, Trial by Tomato, check that out on our Instagram leaderboard page, and also are posting a segment that's from our Project Hail Mary podcast that is dedicated to the Trial by Tomato breakdown. All that being said, we're going to go ahead and dive into Monarch episodes 3 and 4. Episode 4 and 5. Yes, there you go. Episodes 4 and 5. Episode 4 is titled Trespass, and episode 5 is titled Furusato, which
that
is
good.
Thanks.
That good.
Which is the song that Hiro's mom sings, and so we'll get to episode 5 shortly. We're going to start with episode 4. All right, fellas. Full spoiler warning here for the all the way up to episode 5 here. Fellas, episode 4. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about it?
I think it was an interesting setup for it was a kind of a hinge episode. You kind of got to see a couple of characters who had kind of strayed a little bit, kind of come back into the fold / come back in line with Anna Sawai's character kind of refinding herself, and with May kind of solidifying herself as a spy, and then the rest of the team kind of finding their own place inside their team.
Yeah, lots of moving parts that episode, just to kind of set the framework for what's going to happen. Yeah, Jordan, what do you think?
Yeah, I liked it. Again, it moved everything forward. but there wasn't like a ton going on.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it did exactly that. It set the tracks, and so we now have kind of like a path that the show's going to take.
Yep.
A couple highlights for me from episode 4 was Kate's conversation during the traffic where the mom was like, teacher, like, hey, you saved my son. Like that whole interaction was just so. Dude, it was emotional, and it also like it was Kate's spark that she needed.
Yeah, she was like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
And
she's
the sun got
apologizing.
out, I was like,
she got him off the bus, and that's just it was so good to see that like Kate kind of reawaken and reignite. I mean, any passion because she was literally rock bottom.
She was lost, and like I think in that moment, like you even see like. In that moment, like she immediately goes to apologize because in her mind she literally cannot see any good she has done.
Yeah,
like she can only see the negative, so she automatically assumes when she sees this mother who calls out that situation that something bad happened to her son, and it kind of like I think it kind of like sparks something in her mind, like not everything that I have ever touched is awful. It is some things are really good. Although I do find that funny that you bring up that scene because I think there was some awful acting in that scene.
"Oh, okay."
Like it was so bad. The mom and the kid.
Oh, the kid,
both awful.
I love how he came up and like just hugged her, and then he just went back away.
That's it. Yeah,
It was
scene
really,
over.
It was just a really honestly, it was a really weird scene.
Yeah.
Very important scene. You are 100% correct about like the importance of the scene and what it meant for Kate's character. But the actual execution of the scene,
I'm so glad
really
you said
bad.
that because I was thinking the same thing afterwards. Like, what the hell was that?
No, it meant so much for Kate though. Like her character development, 100% needed that scene.
Oh yeah. Like it was 100%. It was a crucially important scene.
Yeah.
It was honestly very much like May's. It seems like May's character is going to be incredibly important to the plot, but I do not want to see her on screen.
Well, what I saw it as was like you said, like a turning point for Kate. I was getting so tired of her.
Yeah,
Yes.
Everything was
Same.
whining and annoying, and just like that seemed to fix it, get her back online. I did like even when she was like walking up the street there, I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
Get over yourself.
just
yeah.
please stop. And then, if it just been that scene, I'd been like, okay, that sucked. But due to the action she had afterwards, and it kind of sparked a different personality coming right back out, I was very thankful for that.
Yes.
I could not have watched more of that.
It was needed. It was needed.
It was tough because there was a lot of things in season 1 where, especially the younger characters, where they dove a little bit too much into that, where they were just these whiny characters that like, and you were kind of hoping by the end of the first season that they kind of figure that out. And for the most part, they kind of had until Kate was like the one that kind of really fell back into that.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Another highlight for me actually was actually May getting a reveal of what her code actually is capable of.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been asking like, what is this code?
What's the significance of it? What's the importance of this? And I said as soon as I watched the episode, I texted the group chat and I was like, well, we finally have a reason for this code.
Yes.
What do you guys think about like Apex's whole concept here of trying to control the Titans rather than just stop the Titans? Because that's a clear divide here. Because Monarch and them, they're thinking about prevention and stopping and just like keeping it from happening.
Yep.
Whereas Apex is like, you know what? We're gonna fully take over and control the situation and control the Titan itself. What do you guys think here?
I mean, I think the simplest answer is this.
Money
here. It's all about money. It's like, it's kind of the idea of the idea that there is no money in curing cancer. There's only money in treating cancer. It's kind of like how it is a similar setup, I think, in this moment where, because if they were to eliminate all the Titans, they might get a one-time payment or something. But if they all of a sudden the Titans are around and they are constantly having to kind of like be that check, then there constantly has to essentially be like a rent for their services, or a payment for their services, so that you constantly have to do this. You're constantly having to outbid this country over there because there's a possibility that maybe they're paying Apex under the table to maybe leave a loophole in your country's, defenses, and all of a sudden you're the ones who get attacked, and it's like, oh, so there's all kinds of things I think they can play out with that they can use countries against each other. They can use they can just use people against each other, and that is anytime you can create sides like that, you can create money.
Yeah, which Shaw does allude to in episode 5. So, Jordan, finding out the code when it does, what did that do for you?
Yeah, I think it was. I did like the scene with them like controlling like the tiny Titan.
Yeah,
but like obviously we find out later that it's a little bit more difficult when you scale that.
yes.
So I thought it was funny that they were like, "Oh, hey, look, we can control this Titan, and it's just the tiniest."
Yeah,
thing
little
ever."
bird.
It's like a pterodactyl.
For 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's like, okay, like that's kind of cool. But then they're like, you know what? We're ready. Like, let's go after Titan
Yes.
X
Yeah.
with the drone.
I also think it's interesting because they're playing on this idea of Apex in episode 4 and 5, where I think they're trying to blur the lines a little bit of like, is what Apex doing bad or good? So because there are moments where it's like when they're talking, especially when Brenda's talking, and it's like there are touches of like altruistic means,
Right.
Like wouldn't it be cool to have these Titans as pets essentially? Like, I mean,
Right.
yeah, you could get into like, them wanting to be there or not, but wouldn't it be way better for you to be able to, have it as a pet rather than it just destroying downtown? Like,
Essentially, they're just little Pokemon.
Oh my goodness.
It is a very-
I'm not going to be able to see that now, man. You got to catch them all. Apex is ahead of the game, man.
yeah,
Team
but-
Rocket.
But yeah, it's very much so like I do feel like they're kind of like trying to blur the lines and kind of show that Apex isn't 100% inherently evil in these moments, to kind of create a little like, I guess, discourse in this universe so that you aren't like they're definitely the bad guys like in most ways, even though like they're definitely misguided and they definitely seem to have some little bits of just arrogance, like about what they can actually do, and how they can actually do it.
Yeah.
I'm really confused at what May's doing. Like like either she may be amazing, like she may have everyone fooled so much that I know what's going on and I'm still fooled,
Yeah.
or she's terrible at it because like I cannot figure out what she's doing.
Yeah, because all of episode 4, you're like, okay, she's 100% a spy.
Yeah.
She's 100% with them. And then you're like,
By the end of the episode,
no, she's taken the pill. She's now a part of this. Like, she thinks that they can control them if, given the opportunities. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out with her, or maybe she's just really bad at this and just kind of believes everyone. Like, is it just she's
smart but
wants to
extremely
believe-
gullible.
Yeah, like is kind of how it's kind of playing out here. I think although I do think by the end of episode 5 she has come back around, because I think she's seen the error and the flaws in Apex's ways.
Yeah.
Like Apex keeps letting her get close.
Oh yeah,
And then they know
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah.
that she's like a spy, but I guess they're not worried about it.
They're that confident in themselves and overcoming and just using her for her skills that they're just like, it doesn't matter. Like,
I think they see her as a necessary evil. From their perspective,
they need that.
they
code.
need the code, so they know although the one thing I would say is I would be like, I'm gonna put somebody with you anytime you're on campus.
Yes.
And you are going to, like, even if you were just like, oh, this is your assistant.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
They give her free reign.
this is your assistant. You do have free reign. They will go with you wherever you need. They will do whatever you want.
Yeah.
but then like they're essentially just keeping tabs on her.
When she clocks in and her badge doesn't work, and then she gets it to work, and then she goes in, and she doesn't go to where she's supposed to go. She just goes and sits in front of the office.
Yeah, she and manipulates that guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm like, okay, this is not fishy to this billion-dollar organization. Like, she's deliberately like going places where she shouldn't, or and sticking her nose where she doesn't belong.
She's in the boss's office, and no one has any idea that she is.
Yeah.
Like all glass walls everywhere, and she's just chilling. I do love how like when she sat down with I don't know what her name is, but the boss,
Brenda,
and like she just like, kicks her legs over the side of the couch, like she was just about to curl up and watch a movie with her.
Like it's just really weird. Like it seems, I don't know. Like I don't know if it's just like they're just showing some weakness in Apex, or like are they kind of getting at? Is it kind of alluding to the fact that Apex is just that big-minded of themselves to where they can't even like comprehend the idea that someone could be doing these things, so they don't even have
like why would you even try, that kind of thing?
Yeah, like, and also like this is like they know that they're at their go time, like they are at the pinnacle of what they're doing, something they've been working towards a long time, and they're just letting her just all over the place.
Yes.
It would have been if, like, I don't know, like, if all of a sudden, like, Darth Vader was just like, hey, like, there's these rebels, and this is what they look like, and they're right over there, but, like, you can just kind of let them just walk around. We're going to get it done anyway. Like, you don't have to worry about them. That exhaust port, it's cool. Yeah. It's cool, you guys.
They'll never find this.
Yeah. Nope. It's all good here. Just keep going with your day. That's it. So Apex. Well, let's see. May, she's got a like confusing sides. What's going on, right? But speaking of confusing, Apex coming into Monarch, taking over all the computer systems.
Yeah.
And then like use our technology to track the Titan. Only for it to be like a farce. Like, they just
a blue whale.
Why would Monarch? Like, okay, so the up tops, whoever the up top is, the director for Monarch and Brenda, I guess, they trust each other that much to like let Apex come in and overtake everything.
I think there's somebody higher than her.
Okay. When Tim finally realizes like, there's an issue here, there's a problem, turn everything off, or it's a whale. It's a completely other direction.
Yeah.
We've been had. Why? Why was Apex allowed to come into this government organization of Monarch to then manipulate everything, throw everybody off? Like it is. I'm having a hard time comprehending this.
Yeah.
Yeah. They essentially gave up their entire system to Apex, control of it, everything about it. I don't know.
But off of the guy's word, off of the Apex guy's word, he's like, oh, yeah, take it up with your guys. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And he's doing everything.
Yeah.
And then he just leaves.
Yeah.
He's like, He's like, didn't you want me to leave? Like, now you're in control.
Yeah.
See ya. And he just leaves.
I don't know, man. Like, that was so strange to me for these to be two entities, like built business corporations, and then you just let one come in and then one come out, and you're not even fact-checking and verifying and checking with, you check with the director, but who's the director checking with? Like, I don't know.
And another weird thing is the director essentially, like, switches sides in the middle of it, too. Like, it doesn't seem like anyone really knows what side they're on in a lot of these things. It's like, I don't know. It's like if it's like the episode of Community where, like, if you keep on switching sides, are you really on anyone's side?
Yeah.
Like there's an episode of Community where they're like, where everyone keeps on pulling a gun on each other and it keeps on switching it around, and it's like it's just crazy because so many of the characters seem to be like switching allegiances and switching sides and all this kind of stuff that is happening. I will say, like, Tim has been pretty shining these last couple episodes, in my opinion. Like, these 2 episodes, he's really kind of coming into his own in a lot of ways. Like, he's finally getting the confidence, that glow up a little bit, like of his because he's been kind of like that dude just in the basement.
Now he's been thrust into power, and he's actually starting to step up to it, that kind of thing. He's taking Shaw's lead. Let's not get that wrong. Like, he's taking Shaw's lead, but the fact of the matter is, like, he's starting to embrace it now.
Well, the thing is, like, okay, so one of the most important things about leadership is knowing who to listen to. Like, so, like, if you can identify who to listen to, then, like, that's, like, half the battle right there. Like,
Good point.
because, if you're listening to the wrong people, you're going to make the wrong decisions, and, like, you don't have to be the one who has all the answers. You just have to be the one who knows who has the answers.
Yeah, he's kind of getting like his big boy pants on a little bit.
Yep.
Like you can see, like he's starting to like strut his stuff just a
Yes.
little bit.
And you see him giving, like, commands a little easier.
Yeah.
And more, like, confident and straight through, especially more in episode 5. Like, there are moments where he's, like, very, like, he isn't hesitant anymore. Like, he's like when they land on Saint Soledad, he's giving commands, and it's not like, should I do this? Or there's no stumbling. It's do this, you do that. He's literally giving commands.
Yeah, he's finally embraced it. He's
Yes.
director now, or whatever the heck his title is.
Whatever. I don't think he's not the director, but like he's definitely taking control.
Yeah. Okay, and then there's this other subplot, and I think it was the final subplot of this episode, and it has to do with Keiko and her love triangle with Shaw and
That the Randa family is just
Yeah.
a bunch of hoes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes. But Hero finding out about finding the letter,
Yes.
and then realizing that Bill was pretty much betrayed by Keiko.
Yes.
And it was devastating for him, obviously. And he gets mad, but I think when I saw him get angry initially, I was like, "Dude, you did the same thing. Like, why?
Yeah,
what are we
same
mad
thing.
about?"
Like, yeah, like literally later she's like, I think of anyone you would understand be falling in love with two men. Like
It took too long to get to that point, though.
yeah. I think that, I mean, for one, like, could you imagine like finding one of those notes from your mom? Just
yeah.
the only thing that would have made it worse is if she would have had pictures.
Oh, no.
It's like it's a note from your letter from your mom to your stepdad. Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's your stepdad's stuff. It is from your uncle. Oh God.
And by the way, your mom's younger than you now. It's like
Yes.
the whole thing's super messy.
And neither one of the
is.
two men she's talking about is your real father.
Talk about craziness, man.
Yeah,
the
like,
whole- the
just
whole thing is just crazy. And then,
Insanity.
like, for him to sit there and read through it, I was like, oh man,
That's
he's
rough.
brave. I would have probably stopped it at the beginning.
Well, I think I know. Like later on, I think it really tells you why he read through all of it. And I think it's because for the first time in his life, he was able to understand that Bill didn't leave. Didn't leave because of him.
Yeah.
Like I think that's one of the reasons why it drove him to continue to read it. Because otherwise, I do think there would have been that like moment. But I think it was because like it was essentially like this new idea of it wasn't me.
Yeah. Which I think this is a good transition to episode 5 because that starts out with them all walking, getting to the Soledad, and they're walking up the mountain and stuff, and they're having a conversation of this is where Hero is like, I'm relieved because it was not my fault that he left.
Yes,
And,
which honestly, that scene hit. Like that was like, oh, thinking about the fact that this child, this guy for at least 30, probably more like 40 something years, has essentially believed that his stepfather left because of him.
yeah, he wasn't good enough, or he was not real flesh and blood, but in all actuality, it was because Keiko wrote a letter to Shaw explaining that
Yeah.
we did some things.
I think like in that scene where they were walking up the hill, I thought it was really cool, kind of how they laid it out, with the two of like Keiko and Shaw up front, and they were talking about what was his name, Hiroshi?
Yeah, Hiroshi Hero.
Hiroshi.
You can go either one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talking about him, and like he's like kind of listening, trying to listen,
Yeah.
and then behind him are his kids doing the exact same thing, talking about him, and he's just like literally stuck in the middle there. So I thought that was really interesting, a visual way to kind of be like, this guy's Like the man's like an island at this point, and he's surrounded by just weird.
Yeah, no, you're right. That was it was a great visual. And I think wasn't there some like flashback in between there where
I think the flashback was actually at the very beginning.
Okay,
Of the episode. I think the beginning of the episode is the birth of Kintaro.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I loved, I loved when they were giving him his name. They're like, oh yeah, after your father, Bill, and he's like, no, he's not my father. Like he's my yeah. I don't really know him or whatever. Right? That's what you said to Tim. I never really knew him because he said they found the package, and he's like, Kintaro is my dad, and that was like the first hint of who his real dad was. First off, like okay, cool, but I did like that. Him trying to disassociate with Bill, and then only to say later on in the episode, like he feels relieved now that he doesn't have that animosity against him anymore.
Yeah, I think later in the episode, one thing there are a few times when he's referring to Bill, like earlier in the episode, and especially in the flashbacks, he refers to him as his stepfather, like things like that. Later in the episode, I'm pretty sure at one point he drops the step, and he calls him dad. Like he's already kind of like in his mind switched how he feels about that situation. And so it was a way verbally to kind of show the difference because he's so like, no, he's my stepdad in the beginning of the episode in those flashbacks and things like that. But by the end of the episode, he's referring to him as dad.
I love the scene with like young Kate where she was like calling him.
Yeah.
And he was, and I knew it was something like that. Like, it wasn't just like he was at work, and then, talking her to bed, and then
singing the song
that
his mom sang to him.
Oh. Yeah. And then like he's like, okay, I gotta go, and then she's like, I love you, Dad, and like he just hangs, like he's gone at that point.
Yeah.
And it's like what an absolute
she's
pull.
Staring in her bedroom, and he's staring at his son.
Yeah.
That one I was like,
and she's just alone, and like there's no one else in the room, and she's just alone.
I was thinking, it's like, what a terrible person.
Yeah.
Just terrible dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he likes to kind of say that he wasn't like that bad of a dad, but he really was. He was not a good dad.
Yeah.
And because he was just he has his own traumas, and whether you like want to give him anything on that, but like he did not do what a father should do.
No, not at all. And then Apex. Let's switch over to Apex real quick. They are on Soledad, and they're setting up a camp. And Cora is fully like integrated now. It feels like she went from being a spy to like, no, I'm on this side. Like I want this to be successful, but there's not enough time.
Why is she the only one that calls her Cora? It's kind of weird.
It is. Yeah, it's true.
Like it is kind of weird. Like she makes like a point to call her Cora, and then like
everybody else is May. Like even Shaw's like May. Like
nobody else calls her that, and she doesn't make a point. She's like, let's just cut the crap. Just call me May.
Yeah.
Not once. And it's just kind of at this point, it's like, okay, we get it. She used a fake name the whole first season. Like that part's over with. Like just go with one name.
Yeah,
it's confusing.
That's true. They do bounce back and forth. Brenda especially. She's the one who's the offender here. So
yeah, like I don't know if it's like it's a tactic to like make her feel like they're closer than they are, or I don't know, or maybe it's just that's the only name she knows her by. I don't know.
Yeah, but she is kind of stalling, but then like, I really think she wants this to be successful, and she wants it to be right.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. She wants to be perfect so it works, but Brenda's like, no, we need to just do this now, which. Yeah, you rush things. That's a problem.
Which for a moment or two there, it did seem almost like was she stalling or was she wanting it 100% right? But then it kind of flipped over to like, yeah, she wants it to be right.
Correct.
But it did kind of look like still early in the episode because once again, you're like, is she a spy or is she actually like in on this? Or maybe she's both. Who knows? Maybe she wants it to work, but she's also a spy. Like,
I think it's kind of like let's just see where this goes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm along for the ride.
Yeah.
Let's see where it goes. And like, she texts them on the side, right? So, like, she has to legit be on Apex's side. Because she texts them in that group chat that no one else is in. It's just like, hey, guys, I'm going to be hanging out with them for a while because I like what they're doing. It's like,
Yeah, that was a little
Okay.
weird. Like,
That was a little bit much. Yeah.
So, like, if she really is playing both sides,
but then you could also be like, well, how much they've like been able. Well, she found all that camera footage, so who knows if she's like, okay, but I don't know how much else they know. So maybe I send a text message. If Apex does know, it can have access to that, then maybe they'll see this as a separation, and I'll be more legitimate as a spy.
Yeah.
But who knows? Like with her, it is honestly like I honestly feel like she's essentially flipping a coin in like what side she decides she wants to be on from like it's like hourly.
and for you, you don't know and you don't care.
Yeah.
You hate her.
I do not like her.
He hates May. So you can't
Yes,
say that. Can
I
you?
hate this version of May.
Okay, version of May. He had to throw it in there. I was gonna say your wife's name. Say it. Hate it. All
That would
right.
have been a really good clip.
Oh man, if only he said it. It's okay. I can edit that out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so Monarch is trying to get to Soledad, but obviously they're behind because they let them come on and completely manipulate them.
Yep.
It's still mind blowing to me. But they're on their way. The Titan even passes them. It's like goes underneath their ship, passes them completely, heading to Soledad, and they're like, "We're not going to make it in time." Unfortunately, they were late. I mean, too late. Did you guys think they were actually going to get there and interact with Apex to stop them, or were you like, okay, they're not going to make it. They're out. You're counting them out.
I thought they would make it, but I thought there would be a little bit more interaction with Apex instead of like the hiding and.
Or at the very least, what I was kind of expecting is maybe they would land by Shaw in them, and they would essentially kind up like be backup for them, like help them.
I
stop
wanted
whatever
him to
Apex
punch
is
that
doing.
dude in the face. Like I wanted him to be
yeah.
like, I wanted him to make landfall.
Oh, yeah.
See that dude, go up to
And
him,
just clock him.
yes, completely destroy him.
And then after he hits him, just be like wailing about how much his hand hurts, because you still have to remember this is the dude who sat in the basement the whole time. Like he doesn't know how to throw a punch.
Yeah, no.
Like
No, not at all. But then let's go ahead and go back to our crew, our quote unquote main characters. We have Keiko is getting some one-on-one time with Hiro, trying to break it down for him and be like, we got to talk about this. We cannot let this go any further because we have a mission to take care of, and this is clearly hindering the mission. And they have their little conversation. We talked about him saying he's relieved. And I really, when she finally threw out at this point, of all the people I thought you would understand, like, I mean, he should have been like, yeah, you're right. I should have understood.
Yeah.
I think Shaw's the one that said that to her. Because they were outside.
no, I think it's Keiko. I think it is
Keiko
her.
says it first, but then I think Shaw says it again.
No,
Maybe he does.
I know Shaw says it outside of like a
Airport.
hangar or something.
Oh, he says it before going to Seoul.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
like,
you're right,
they,
you're
they
right.
do when they're like before they go on the mission or something like
Because
that.
I was like, man,
right.
he's speaking truth.
Okay,
here.
okay.
Yeah, but Keiko does bring it up later in one of the episodes. She's like, of anyone I thought you would
Yeah.
understand.
Because you's a hoe too.
Yeah, it runs in our family blood.
Yeah.
Apparently,
What a family blood legacy to leave right there. And so, but I did genuinely think that interaction was really, really well done, especially like the emotional pull to it. So much so where I was getting very suspicious on whether or not one of them was going to make it out of that entire mission.
yeah.
And
I'm glad it was him.
yes,
I mean, honestly, because they already kind of like ran out her like
being gone, dead.
Yeah, like
kind of
her.
thing,
Like that kind of stuff had already kind of played its role out.
Yeah. So Hiro, he does bite the dust. He dies. They end up launching the drone, and it goes after the Titan. And Kate is hearing this noise. Everyone does not hear the noise.
No.
She hears it, is drawn to the Titan. The Titan is legitimately like looking at her, staring her down in a calm manner.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was
Yeah.
very cool, and I did not expect to get the full frontal like visual of the Titan X's face and features and spikes and everything. in a non-aggressive manner where you can actually look at the details. The spikes looked incredible.
I was thinking it was Godzilla at first, just from like it was a cool shot
Yeah.
between like the between all the buildings, like straight down to the dock that she was standing on.
Right.
I was like, "Was that Godzilla?" And no,
Yeah.
I mean, still cool.
You see the teeth, and it's got
Yeah.
rows and rows of teeth, kind of like a shark. And she's just staring at it, and Hero comes out looking for her and sees her, which you can interpret this two ways. Like she's actually legitimately like hearing something. It's drawing her in, and she's supposed to be there, or she's an idiot. Hero's coming to save her because she's wandering off in front of a massive Titan, and he's trying to save her, and he's a casualty because he had to go and save her. So, like, is it Kate's fault that he's dead?
Oh
like,
God, if they go there,
They
in the
put her
next
through another
episode,
spiral arc.
oh my God, like the next episode, she's gonna be like kicking around rocks and be like,
it's my fault.
"It's my fault. My dad's dead." Oh my God, if that's it,
Yeah.
oh,
Please.
And
yeah,
then
please don't do it.
Please don't do
May's got to be there. Oh no, I'm right next to you, and like we're like totally gonna end up in a relationship, but we're not gonna actually show it. like, but like I'm here.
You're
for
full
you.
sending the Kate and May
Yeah.
relationship
Okay,
situationship.
I mean, the whole, like through this whole season, that relationship's just been building more.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's
Is Kentaro in this season?
Dude, they have
Honestly-
sidelined him so much so where they sent him to go get help so he couldn't be there for his father's dying last breath.
yes. 100%.
I thought about that when he got back. He's like, "What I missed, guys." Season 2.
The fact that see, the fact that Keiko, like he looks at Keiko and she's just like, and he's like, what? He shakes his head no back, like, oh
He's
no.
like-
He's like, I don't know what that means. What happened?
He said this is
Yep.
going to ruin the tour.
Yes. Oh my gosh, dude. But it made sense because Shaw got hurt apparently, right? And that's why he couldn't go get help. And so Kentaro only had the only working legs, and he went and he went and got help.
Also, when you think about it, like they kind of have been like replacing Hiroshi a little bit with his skill set, and essentially
Yeah.
he's just been feeding all of his knowledge into Kentaro.
True. That's true.
And they've been building Hiroshi's character up to this point of like catharsis for him, and they've been neglecting Kentaro's character for the first half of the season. So it's kind of like they're just gonna pass over and make Kentaro that character.
It's exactly what happens like in corporate America when they hire on somebody and they have you train them and you realize they're your replacement.
Oh
yeah.
no.
He literally trained his replacement and they
100%
fired him.
did.
So you're saying the ratio of screen time from this episode and prior to this episode after now is going to be Kentaro's like
It's his hero.
massive,
It's
Well, I
his
can,
hero
tell
arc.
you, I can tell you he's going to have more screen time than Hiroshi.
yes, he will. So yeah, I do think he's going to step into that role of the tinkerer / solver /
Yeah.
whatever. I am interested to see how Kate recovers from this because I feel like yes, she's been a little bit of annoying the prior to the season. She had a coming moment in episode 4, and I really hoped that was going to propel her into Shogun acting.
Oh.
And I feel like this might be another hiccup, or it could be a springboard. It could be
What,
springboard.
like, what if she's the one that kind of like takes up like the family mantle and like Kentaro just kind of falls in line and like she's the alpha?
So what I think is going to, I don't think it's going to be a hiccup for her because I think now she has a purpose. I think she's finally seeing like there's something happening here and it's affecting me and I need to figure out how this fits into the world. Like how I fit into the world, why this is happening to me. So I think she's going to be less likely to fall into that mopey, I'm like 35 years old, but I'm going to act like a teenager. Like, so, because you forget how old she actually is. Like you're like, oh, she's a teenager. And then you're like, no, because she was teaching at a school years ago when this happened.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, so she's got to be she's at least like probably 30, but like honestly with her
She lost
actions,
2 years somewhere in there.
like
yeah,
by her
somewhere.
actions, you're like this. She's acting like a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
So her and the Titan, do you think it's something that she's like observing and she's more observant than? Or do you think there's something like with her? I couldn't tell.
So I have a theory. I'm trying to think if it now's a good time to share what we think's gonna happen, or is there more of this episode we want to break down before we get to like speculation? Because I do have a speculation about that.
There's one last part we probably need to bring up is the dude we want Tim to punch in the face. What is
Yeah.
he?
So it looks like Apex is even having division problems because it looks like our Kiwi friend, I don't even know his name.
I think his real name's Cliff Curtis.
Yes, the actor, he's fantastic. I absolutely think a lot of the work he does is amazing. But he, I think, has a side mission as well.
Yeah.
Because he takes things, it looks like the code or like some
That's
form
what
of it.
I'm thinking.
And he
something
leaves
like
and
that.
drives off, stares down Monarch as they're coming in. Like, Tim, I got you. And Brenda,
She's
I don't know.
going down with the ship.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, that
to
made
me.
no sense.
Yeah.
Like
And-
when May's like, "Oh, you're not going down with
Yeah.
the ship." Like, that made no sense.
But I do like as they get out, the Titan immediately goes for the encampment right there and just like whoosh, wipes it all away.
I think part of what we're going to see is that Brenda is more middle management than we thought she was. I think that's going to be one of the big things is that, like, she's much more that, and he is working essentially as a, like, for someone significantly higher
So
up.
you think like Brenda? Do you think she flips?
No, I don't think so.
You think she's a company gal?
I think so, but I also think that she's disposable now, and I don't think that
She might end up like that director girl.
who
just get
lasted
yeeted.
30 seconds, yeah,
Like,
thrown by the Titan X.
yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. There's something to watch there. So like,
Or maybe she becomes the real mole. Like maybe she becomes a mole inside of, like, she goes back to Apex, but she is like the mole inside of Apex for them.
yeah, I will say if we're breaking down sides, okay, we have Monarch, right? That's
Yeah.
Monarch versus literally like Shaw's a Fugitive, Apex, and the Titan. So Monarch versus 3, right? And now potentially 4 with the
Kiwi.
the Kiwi taking that thing, right? And then we have Shaw and his gang, right?
The vigilantes.
The vigilantes. They are against Apex, and kind of like they're with Monarch, but they're also not
upper management.
fully with Monarch.
It's almost like they're a part of. They're almost like that idea of like 007,
Yeah.
where like if you're caught, then we will
Yeah.
deny all accountability of you.
Mission Impossible. They'll do that too.
They'll-
007. They'll still acknowledge you're a British agent. Yes. Mission Impossible. So yeah, so they're kind of against Monarch. They're for sure against Apex, and they want to stop the Titans, but they don't want to hurt the Titans. So like they're kind of the enemy, right? And then Apex themselves, right? They're against Monarch. They're for sure against Shaw, but like they want to control the Titans, so they're not really against the Titans. But then there's a division within them, so now they're going to be against themselves. Like I don't know. It's like so. What I'm getting at here is that there's no like clear sides.
Yeah.
There's no like they all want to do something considered good, right? Where are you guys falling in this mess, this tangled web of pick a side? You choose a side.
I mean, I think Apex is a lot more linear of a side than you kind of made it out to be there. I think, like, Apex is just one, like, unit. Like, I think they're all in lockstep with what their idea is. And once again, like I said, I think Brenda is literally just filling out the vision of them.
Do you think Brenda truly wants to control them to keep the world safe and control where the Titans go? And the other dude, he's the one who is working for the people to weaponize it. So therefore there would be some division.
Yeah, like, there may be some division in the sense of, like, she is unaware of their true intentions. I could see that being something where they give her they have a mission statement. Essentially, she's being used in a similar way that they're trying to use May. Like essentially, like just working down the line. You just lie to the person below you. Essentially, what it comes down
I think
to.
she's trying to do good at her job. Whatever, like I think she's operating in a morally gray area where she thinks she's doing good, and that in some way it's going to help her career. But I think that Kiwi is like he's really the one with the deeper connection, and like he's running the dirty business on the back end.
He's willing to get his hands dirty.
Yeah.
He's the one wearing the black gloves, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
So, but yeah, I think that's a little more straightforward. I think honestly, Monarch is essentially just going to strictly align with Shaw. I think we're going to essentially kind of like see. I think we've seen it like 90% solidify into what sides are, but like I think we're going to see it more in the next episode or two. I think Monarch and Shaw are just essentially going to be like, yeah, we're not going to worry about you being a fugitive anymore.
that's
Like,
that's where I think it's going to land.
like-
That's where I think it's going to land. Too.
Like, I think they're like, okay, like we understand that we were at this point, but like that's not important right now.
Yeah.
And
There's bigger things afoot now.
there are, as you can say, bigger fish to fry.
Yes, there you go. All right, so speculation on kind of where we see this series going. Okay, so here's my thing. Kate can clearly like hear something, interact with something. If we go back to the flashback, like Keiko, she could.
Yeah.
Like there was something going on.
There was something happening
but she
when,
didn't this time.
yes,
Which is very interesting because at first you're like, oh, because they were in Axis Mundi. Like, but Keiko wasn't at that point when she could hear it. But then she went to Axis Mundi, and now she can't hear it. Kate can hear it. She went to Axis Mundi and came back, and now she hears it. But so did May,
Yep.
and
Shaw.
and Shaw. They couldn't hear it. I think it has to do with G-Day and her proximity because she was very, very close to Godzilla.
yes,
They made like eye contact, right?
They
Like,
did make eye contact, and literally, like, they were probably a football field away or less. And the only reason that is because his eyes went up. Like, I think if you were going like distance-wise, just contact to contact, they were much closer than that. And I feel like the radiation that Godzilla puts off may have affected her, I don't know, something, her senses to where she can kind of feel or hear or sense something going on. Because even when she was not next to Titan X, she was all the way in San Francisco, drunk, falling into the ocean. She heard it. And
Yeah.
he was miles away.
yeah. There's definitely something there, and it's definitely it's weird that it's been transferred to Keiko. Like that she had it before she went, and then now she doesn't see.
Did Keiko interact with Godzilla at all? Like, I remember he made appearances throughout season 1, but I remember him being off the shore of the island where
Yes.
they were, but
they were
nowhere.
trying to trap them.
Yeah, nowhere. I don't think they were anywhere near each other.
Yeah, I don't think they ever get closer than that to Godzilla.
Yeah, But she was also next to Shaw too, which he would have been affected by that, but he didn't hear it at all.
No, he didn't hear it at all. In fact, he makes like multiple like, I don't hear anything, I don't feel anything, type of situations.
So okay, so she's affected somehow, right? And I think it is because of Godzilla, but here's where I go off on this like beeline like tangent. In the 90s, there was a cartoon show, Godzilla and Godzuki, right? Where the humans interacted with Godzilla as like friends, right? Could this be is Kate going to be the stepping stone to where Godzilla or Titans in general gravitate towards, latch onto an individual human as like quote unquote our friend? Like, is that what we're going to come to? Is that where we're going to head to?
I mean, if you're going to get into that idea, maybe it's because they're from the same family line. You know that he has that connection. He kind of created that. You know, they kind of created that connection with, you know, initially with Keiko, and then it kind of transferred down to her because they're from the same family. Maybe.
I think as you were talking about it, I was picturing like the movie Free Willy, like a version of Kate in Godzilla
Oh no, on the rocks.
on the rocks.
Yes,
He's like jumping over
Jump over
Golden
me,
Gate Bridge or
Godzilla.
something.
that would be an insane visual. I think we can make chat do that.
I'd love to see that. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see where it lines up with her, because like they're clearly making it's about her. I mean, it was one-on-one on the dock.
Yeah,
I was like, I know why they stopped it there, but I thought it'd been really cool if she would like pet it.
yeah,
I was like, okay, is she about to pet this thing?
yeah. I think we're going towards like human interaction.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like a Targaryen.
I mean, you know what? Maybe he'll light her on fire or something, and she'll stand there, taking
She
it
like glows
like
just
a
like him.
champ. I was thinking of like the later Godzilla movies that take place after, and Kong kind of has this relationship with
Yeah, with the one
a
girl.
little girl.
You could kind of say, like, I don't remember exactly, like, the relation set up with, like, Millie Bobby Brown's character. Godzilla.
Ooh, that's interesting. I don't think it was quite to the level of Kong's relationship
Yeah.
with that girl.
Yeah, it was not that.
yeah.
that, no.
Yeah. I don't think it was on that same level. But yeah, I think I need to go back and rewatch that and see. But yeah, I do think this may be the hints and the groundwork for a potential of that. I don't know. We'll see. Do you guys have any predictions of what you think's gonna happen, or are you just gonna ride the wave now?
But I will say, like, you're bringing up all these reasons for Godzilla. Both of the times that have not been Godzilla. Like, both of the times he's had interactions have not been Godzilla that we've been referring to. Has been Titan X.
With Kong and Titan X, like that kind of thing, or you're just talking
Well, no,
about-
I'm saying,
in
like,
general?
literally, like, with Kate. It's
But-
literally not been
So
Godzilla.
so here's the thing with that, right? Kate interacted with Godzilla in close
Yes.
proximity. I think that Godzilla's aura, his radiation, feared amongst the Titan community
Okay.
to where Titan X, Kong, all these other ones recognize his scent. It's
like an imprint.
If we're looking at it as like an animal kingdom, right? The imprint, the scent of the alpha is on this this particular person. I'm not going to mess with them because Godzilla has deemed her, sanctioned her as quote unquote the one.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me think. So then why would Keiko have had that interaction?
That's
Like,
well, if you go back and look at the episode where Keiko is the sound, the humming, the thing, it's not as strong as Kate's. It's like it's
True.
more vague. It doesn't paralyze her. It's not like she's just like, what is that? I hear something. But
Maybe she was the one. Then she got stuck in Axis Mundi.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's what I can't explain. That's where I can't figure it out, and where I hope there's puzzle pieces to fit in here to clear that up. So I don't know. If you guys got anything else, I don't know.
nah, I'm good.
Jordan, you good?
Nope.
Just along for the ride. All right. I think we've talked about both these episodes in length, so we'll go ahead and cut it there. Listeners, thank you so much for tuning in to our breakdown of Monarchs, episode 4 and 5. Keep with us. We're going to keep doing Monarch. We may double up again. We may do double up.
We got a lot. We have a lot going on.
Content in April is insane. Like I'm telling you, next week's Mario. We got Daredevil back in the mix along with this. So I think we might be pushing Monarch to 2-episode reviews. We'll see.
I like it.
I'm just throwing it out there now. So anyways, keep with us. Stay with us. We got you guys. I love me some Godzilla. It's one of my my little niche like fandoms that I have. I love it. Dude. I'm telling you, that Godzuki cut was real. I love that freaking Godzuki. All right. So anyway, thank you so much for listening to the World Geek Podcast. For co-host here, Shamato, Landlord, T-Roll out in Fantasyland somewhere. I don't know where you are. We miss you, brother. We love you, brother. Anyway, I'm Sandy. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube, the Royal Geek Podcast, and listening, obviously. We thank you. We will see you next time. you peasants.